Hey everybody, it's your boy, Rendini!
And I'm the unstoppable K-Dog.
And welcome to 3.5 DMing. And today's topic, Ring of Gaxx. Can we make it better? Ba-doop-boop. The good old Ring of Gaxx. Probably the most powerful item that has ever existed in the D&D universe. At least according to Baldur's Gate 2 Shadow's VAM standards. So when the Epic Player's Handbook came out for 3.0 way back in the day, I heard the Ring of Gaxx was in it. I was like, oh boy, I can't wait to see how awesome this item is going to be. So I get the book, I open it up, I look at it, I'm like, like it is absolute trash. Seriously, especially compared to the Epic item standard. This is a major artifact, epic item. And you read what this ring does, and it's complete garbage. Absolute trash. Definitely what I was not expecting for the Epic Player's Handbook.
Now here we have the Ring of Gaxx as depicted in the Epic Player's Handbook. So to make a long story short, basically what happens at the dawn of each day, you roll a d10, you get one of these abilities. If you're lucky enough to roll a 10, you get to choose which one. This is what makes the ring lame as hell. Not only that, if you ever decide to take this ring off, you'll forever take 2d6 subdual damage every minute until you become unconscious. And then once you become conscious, you start taking the damage all over again. Yeah. So with that disappointment, we thought to ourselves, well, we could probably create this ring by using the formula that's in the Dungeon Master's Guide here. And just gonna base it off the rules, be like, can it be done, and how much is it going to be cost? Like, can we replicate this thing to actually make like a better version, or can we only make just an exact replica but slightly cheaper? Well, first, as I said, we need the guidelines, so we're going to look them up here in the Dungeon Master's book, and we're going to see what we get. On page 288 of the DM's Guide, second paragraph, if the item is one that occupies a specific place on the character's body, see magic items on the body, page 214, the cost of adding any additional ability on that item increases by 50%. For example, if the character adds the power to confer invisibility to her Ring of Protection +2, the cost of adding this ability is the same as for creating a Ring of Invisibility multiplied by 1.5. Now, we need to find out how to calculate those abilities that we're going to be putting onto our ring. And we can do that by using page 285 of the DM's Guide, which shows us all the formulas required for making the ring.
Alrighty, so after some research and some calculating, this is what we came up with. So get ready for a big wall of text. Here we go. So starting with a base item ability, to do this as cost effective as possible, we are going to start with the most expensive part of the creation, which is the permanent fly, which based off of page 285 of the DM's Guide will cost 60 grand. Next is the immune to disease ability, which the Parapet of Health on page 263 of the DM's Guide grants. So we will yoink that ability times by 1.5, and it will cost 11,250 gold to add this to our ring. Then we need the requires no air to breathe ability, with the closest thing matching this being the necklace of adaptation on page 263 of the DM's Guide. And better yet, this not only makes it so we don't need air to breathe, but we can also breathe underwater and in cloud-like effects, and cloud-like effects won't affect us like Cloud Kill or Sinking Cloud. So times that puppy by 1.5 and we get 13,500. Now is the natural armor part, which is going to be pretty simple here. Using the ammo of natural armor +5, again from the DM's Guide, page 247. That will cost us 75 grand to add this armor bonus to our ring. Then, for the low light portion of our improved ring, there was no spell or item that we could find that replicated low light perfectly, but there was a pair of goggles that replicated dark vision, which is on page 285 of the DM's Guide. So in my opinion, dark vision is better than low light vision anyway, so we will go with dark vision, so that will cost us another 18,000 to put onto a ring. And then for the nightmare ability, this was a complete pain in the ass to find, and this took a long while to find a legitimate way to add the fast healing ability to make it as fair as possible. And based off the only legitimate source being the Complete Divine Handbook on page 186 using the Lesser Vigor spell, this outrageously, almost overpowering ability is only going to cost us an extra 12 grand, which ironically is the cheapest ability addition while being one of the best in my opinion, but oh well, that's just the way she goes. Onwards. So 30 cold resistance is next, which isn't that hard at all. We can just use the Ring of Major Cold Resistance from the DM's Guide, page 232, and that will cost us 66 grand to add on to a ring. While on this page of the DM's Guide, we can also get our next ability, the Continuous Freedom ability, which will cost us another 60 grand. And then finally, for our last ability, the +5 resistance to all saves. This is no sweat because we can just use the Cloak of Resistance +5 from the DM's Guide, page 253, and add our final edition construction costs of 37,500 gold. So, then you tally all those prices together, you get a grand total of 353,250 gold pieces to not only make a replica of the Ring of Gaxx, but a quote-unquote better version of the Ring of Gaxx, because you can just use all 9 abilities at the same time instead of once. And never mind the subdual damage load of garbage for taking the ring off. Friggin' lol.
So if we can make a better Ring of Gaxx, how can we make the old one remotely useful? Well, an idea is, say if you were a rogue type character, you could take the ring, you can sneak into some NPC's home and make their life a living hell, because you can take the ring and you can put it on their finger and then immediately take it off, and then for the rest of their life they're going to take 2d6 damage. That's going to suck. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, dislike, subscribe, share, turn on the bell so you know when our videos are coming out, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Right arm.